Our weed of the week is just an annual weed, but it is still a tough one. It's toothed spurge.
You know, when you get out to pull weeds, and I do a lot of weed pulling, because if I just see one, I can't let it be out there in my field. When you pull tooth spurge, if you break it, milk comes out. And it's one of the few weeds that happens. So if you think, wow, that kind of looks like that tooth spurge, just break it in half and see if milk comes out.
All right, the reason why we first started identifying this weed as a problem was probably about 20 years ago or so in South Dakota. And guys were going out in soybeans with just Pursuit. And Darren, how well did that work?
It didn't work well at all. So all of a sudden it's, man, what do I have to do? And maybe this is one of the first chinks in the armor for that ALS chemistry. What we found in our corn rotation, we weren't getting a lot of activity out of the pre's until we had either Verdict or Balance Flex in the mix. Post-emerge, we did a really good job overall with Buctrol plus atrazine if we got out there early. I like status on it as well. In soybeans, I like to start off with Sharpen. Authority MTZ is a nice product too. I like that Sencor or Metribuzin in there. We see less pressure from tooth spurge. Post-emerge though, I'm really happy for Extend soybeans and Liberty Link soybeans because Dicamba and Liberty have worked well.
Well, what do you think about Roundup? We don't really see Roundup resistance, but the plant toothed spurge does seem to be a little tolerant.
Well, you've either got to go with a real high rate of Roundup or mix something with it. When we've got one of the burners in there like a Flex Star, we can do a pretty good job.
All right, in wheat, we'd probably suggest starting with Sharpen, follow up post-emerge with Husky.
That's all time for this week's Weed, but Iron Talk is coming up next.